This video will cover how to find, download, and use free Photoshop mockups for your portfolio. So a mockup is a great way to showcase how your work could look when applied in the real world. For example, you might have designed a logo that you want to show all the ways that this logo could be utilized. Maybe it's on a window outside of a storefront, or maybe it's on merchandise like hats or shirts. Maybe you've designed an app and you want to showcase what it looks like on an iPad versus a computer versus a phone. Mockups are invaluable ways to showcase your work in your portfolio because they bring your visual ideas to life and show how the products we design will eventually be used and seen. So first, let's find a website that offers free mockups. Many websites say that they offer free mockups, but will still charge a fee or simply don't offer the right types of mockup files we're looking for. So here's a great list of a few free mockup sites for you to choose from. Feel free to do your own research to find the right mockup resource for your own unique project. In this video, we'll be using freepik.com. First, let's open our browser and type freepik.com into the search bar. I have a poster that I want to incorporate into a mockup, so I think I'm going to search for poster mockup. And one thing to take note of is that certain mockup sites offer a combination of both free and premium content. So on freepik.com, you'll notice some images that have an icon like this, and that indicates that this image is not free. You can oftentimes filter and search for only free or premium images. So we can go ahead and click on free here and ensure that all the images that we see here are free for us to use. So I think I like this one right here, so I'm going to go ahead and click on this one. And before we hit download, we want to make sure that the file that we're downloading is a PSD document. And PSD stands for Photoshop document. So we're going to be editing this mockup in Photoshop. So I'm going to hit download. And you'll notice that it says here that attribution is required. So no matter where we're getting our mockup from, we are going to want to cite it in our presentation. So for this specific mockup, we can cite this source here. So it's good to take note of that before you download your mockup. What I like to do is when I download the mockup, I will type the source of the mockup as my file name. And then the name of the actual mockup itself. So we'll call this poster mockup. And I also like to save my mockups in a folder specifically for all of my mockups. That way I can easily recycle my mockups for different projects. So we're going to hit save. And now it's time to find that mockup file on our computer. So usually the mockup will download as a compressed zip file. So all we need to do is double click on that to unzip it. And then it will open a folder that we can then open. And you'll see multiple different file types in here. There's licensing information, a JPEG, as well as a PSD. We want to open the PSD document, and that will open in Photoshop. So mockup files tend to have the same structure. So there's going to be the foundation of the image. In this case, that's the background content. And then there will be an additional layer. In this case, we need to expand these to see what's inside of it. And this layer here is the one that we will be editing. That's what contains our poster. So to edit that poster, what we want to do is we want to find the gray Smart Object icon, and that's going to be in the lower right-hand corner of the image that we can swap out. So we want to double click on that, and it will pull open the placeholder image for the mockup. And I will usually just go up to select all, and click delete. Now we have a blank slate for us to place our image. So I'm going to go up to select and deselect, and now we can do file and place embedded. Now we want to search for an image. Typically, you want to use transparent PNGs or JPEGs will work the best for mockups. In this case, I'm just inserting a poster, so I can do a JPEG, but if you were inserting a logo design or something that has a unique shape to it and isn't just a rectangle, then a PNG file format would be ideal for that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my image. I also made sure that my image was the correct size for this mockup. So what you can do when you open your mockup image is you can go up to image and down to canvas size. When we click on canvas size, we can see that the dimensions of this canvas. So it's really important to make sure that the image that you're placing into your mockup is as close to the correct size as you can get. I'm just going to scale this up a little bit so there's no slivers showing. And we just want to go up to File and click on Save. And now we can jump back over to the Mockup tab and see our image right there inside of the mockup. Now, if you want to make any changes to the image, just hop back over to this tab. You can also close the tab as long as you hit save and it will still apply it. And if we want to edit that image for any reason or maybe replace it, all we need to do is double click on the icon, that smart object icon, and now we can edit this image again if we want to. Now that we have our mockup all set up, it's time to export this out of Photoshop so that we can use it in our presentation. So I'm going to click on File and Export as. For our presentation, a JPEG of relatively high quality will be best here. I also like to check the size of the document. So we don't want our document size to be too large. So I'm going to go for a medium resolution image and click export. And I'm going to save that to my project folder. Now let's move to our presentation and insert our mockup image. I'm using InDesign to create my presentation, but you can use Google Slides, PowerPoint, Canva, or any other presentation software you choose. I'm going to place my mockup into this template that I've already created here. And in the caption is where I'm going to cite the source of this image. And I'm just going to copy and paste the citation information directly from freepik.com. And we're all done. And that's how you can find and use mockups for your presentation. If you have any questions or need help with putting together your presentation or using mockups, feel free to email learning@rimcad.edu or schedule an appointment at rimcad.mywconline.com today. We look forward to helping you.